The males with their grim faces stand still, shoulder to shoulder beside each other, sealing their eyes intently on the girl sitting with their backs to them. Males' stares are piercing as they take in the scenario before them. Their expressions are equally stern, with the hint of intensity, with jaws set in a thin line, while youths, totally unaware from their presence, continue their quiet demeanors, completely absorbed in their own thoughts. That's when males sigh deeply. The sound echoes through the silent room, a small signal that they are no longer alone in the area. So, as eluding, sensing their essence behind them, slowly turn their heads, as if scanning the doorway. They see nothing but two frames standing tall with intense orbs as their silence stretched out more. Vi and Shuga's gaze met with innocent ones, which helped out to simmer down their anger from the sight, making their jaws releasing their already fragile upset states, and their anger does not want to be the one to shatter them further. Stalwarts and for their arms as they step inside the room, making girls lower their eyes. Your not attendance was a disappointment. We have to look forward for your this childlike behavior. That's not the kind of behavior we have come to expect from you, so just ensure this is a one-time mistake. The girls' lashes lower as if they are seeking way to not met with the murky stares while they await the next move from the males who just pleased from the side, seeing them getting control all time by just their decisions. Don't test the patience further, so do as we say. You are getting 10 minutes, so listen. We are counting you on. Now we are waiting outside for you to prepare for the event, both stated with staring at slurs. And soon elders reach out their hands, grasping the beautiful dresses laid out on the bed as they pick them up like offering. Arian, as you remain silent, still watching them with low breaths. Delicates stand up from the bed holding dresses, deep eyes met with dainty ones, but the expected spark and joy is absent there. Gazes are dull as if seem to hold a deep sadness from which makes a coldly aware. Resilient hand over the dresses in soft hands of dainty beings with deep admiration soften gazes from the obedient act of girls, and soon they turn to leave, walking towards the door of the room with heavy footsteps on foot. When they themselves stand in the hallway. We lean against the wall with crossed legs, calmly, his eyes intently focused on door with placid visage as he waits for the beaut to emerge. His arms are relaxed as he stood with confidence. While Shuga, on the other hand, stands upright, his gaze set on the front as well, with calm expressions, slightly leaned with the painted wall as well. After a few minutes, the door opened, revealing Ari and Azu with their unreal beauty and glowy faces, making men take in the sight, which is so mesmerizing yet graceful. The hallway seems to brighten as if Lure's radiance had spread around. Youngers are unaware of the impact they have made over athletics, the way frail beings' dresses hug their curves of slim arms to slender shoulders. Moreover, the slope of their slim waist, everything is so gorgeous about them. Frail forms lower their eyes, their soft curls bounce gently with the steady yet smallest movement of theirs during the scenery. Sugar and Beast follow their each acts from passions of affection, piecing their hearts. Just then they step forward to delicate. Their warm breeze fell over their just skins, sending shiver down their spines from the inches distance between them as their hearts skip beat, feeling the weight of deep stares over them. It did not take too long to alludings in turning, making their way downstairs, walking with careful steps and their hands on railing with their flowing outwards. Uh, the flares out around them, hugging their frames. Regals follow close behind. Both are for watching, protecting them from any harm and determined to ensure the small frame's safety, shielding them from all as they walk silently, looking out for lures. Their footsteps echoes in comparison of slow small ones which are silently making way downstairs, knowing well about the essence of elders behind them, increasing pace of their hearts. All of the ancestors are sitting on the couches looking the way of brownie meals along the delicates as their eyes are fixed on the main door of modern design house with patience. The door unlocked with a low pitched screech noise, revealing the beauties who are refined, amusingly looking remarkably gorgeous in those pastel colored dresses which captivated the surroundings just from their surreal appearance. The two of alluring stepped ahead slowly with the imposing physiques behind them, which is a recall of Stoics' authoritative natures, the aspects of their which is only gaining the displeasement in hearts of Ari and Azure. The rugged hands of stalwarts moved towards the fragile wrists of appealings. Their slender wrists are having frail silvery bracelets which seems to shatter in the intense cradles of males. The cold surface of sturdy fingers against soft skin is a striking contrast. The dazzling eyes of delicates move to gaze in the dark orbs of males, who after a few whiles shifted their murky visions towards the ancestors before walking ahead from youngers who are following their resolute steps silently. They approached, all of older standing before them besides each other. The resilient men loosened their grips on fragile wrists when youngers hurriedly moved their hands away from strikes, not wanting to be cradled by them anymore. The acts were noticeable by the dark stares, both of aged ladies smile walking near their daughters with polite steps. They affectionately cup snowy cheeks of delightful beings, admiring them with shine in their eyes. You two are blossoming into beautiful young girls from being little kids just in few aspects of life. I hope that you both find happiness of eternities as we only seek for your peace. Ladies lovingly caress their faces. Mr. Park and Mr. John grin as they too stood up as they shoved near them, looking at me and Sugar with slight grins. We have given hands of our most dearest daughters in your hands, and we want you to always hold them thoughtfully. We long that you take their every word with reverence, the way we did in all these years, son. Mr. Jai grinned as he walked, standing beside them as he gazed at me and Sugar to hear their statements. Arian Azur's pearly pears slowly curved up, hearing the considerate words of their parents, but the glorious smiles of them slightly faded when the deep voices reached their ears. We will be their devoted guardian, watching over them always. We will be their constant companion, forever by their sides. They said in their calm yet deep voices. The statements of males are passionate in perspectives of ancestors, but only the feeble hearts of appealings are aware with the darkness and toxicness which is hidden in those words. That's what I expect, sons. All elders nod when stoic men stare at them, beloved, only finding them unreal under the bluish moonlight. The scenery is found to soothe their fragile nerves. The dusky lashes of youngers unfolded with light flutters as they looked at brownies who gestured them to move towards the cake, when everyone waited for them to take steps as they grasped the flares before walking ahead. With slow moves, they sliced the cake when everyone wished them, which bring small smiles on their cherry lips, which grew the glow of their faces.